your girl, Brittany Shields, dressed as one of my guests. She's here to fight an infection that you caught over Pride, and my other guest is a strong brew ready to wake you up. It's Biotixx and Blaque Tea!
Hi!
Hello! How'd I do with the voice?
Was that supposed to be me?
That's you.
Oh my God.
That's you,
I can see that, actually.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You heard it a little bit. You're like,
yeah.
you gotta work on that. You gotta work on that.
We'll workshop it.
Absolutely. We'll workshop it. So obviously we are all here. We are fresh off of the final free clinic.
Final free clinic. R.I.P. free clinic.
R.I.P. free clinic.
Free the clinic, as the children said.
Free. I love it.
Free
I love
clinic.
that free, like anything has become like such a movement.
A slogan, yeah.
Like Free Britney.
Like Free Britney.
She started
free,
it, really.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Free Wendy. You know, like all of
Free Wendy's.
Exactly. Free Wendy's.
I'm just hungry.
Oh, okay.
Get that frosty.
Sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we all obviously hosted the last show all together.
Yes.
So how has the reaction? Obviously, it's been what everybody has been talking about. Have you responded to all the discourse?
Well, first of all, this Pride Month has been a roller coaster.
Yes.
We can get
Oh
into
my
like
God.
this. The free clinic being canceled was like the final
Yeah.
rotten cherry on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about the DTLA Pride where they're using my picture.
God.
We can talk about that.
Oh,
But first,
right. No, tell the people about that.
Yeah,
Tell
okay.
the people what happened with that. Yeah.
So Pride Month, my Pride Month has been
Rocky.
one for the books.
Yeah.
Yes.
Memorable.
Memorable, shall we
So
say. Yes, but that was for, my picture was used for an event. I believe it was for LA Pride.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember now. A couple other small organizations, they all collabed on a post. And it was my picture in roller skates promoting their roller skating event.
I love that.
That I was not
Yes.
booked for.
And that was at the beginning.
That
was just the
this
start.
is the beginning. This is how it started.
Yes.
Well, it actually started with my car getting sideswiped, but that's...
Oh,
Oh my
God.
God.
That should have given me a clue how my month was going to go.
That was the
Yes.
omen.
Oh my God. Poor Mercury. Stuck in retrograde for you.
Yes, but it's all right. I survived and I had a lot of fun gigs and I got to work with all my favorite sisters. So
We
Yes.
worked together a lot that
Yes,
month.
we
haven't
did.
Huh?
We did.
So
love
what
it so much.
exactly happened? Because I know that you had booked out all of July.
Yes.
You'd announced the themes over Instagram. So typically what you'd done for Free Clinic, you announced the themes a month in advance.
Yes.
You book your hosts for those shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody signed up for, that entire month.
Yes.
And then-
Professional.
Yes. I know how to run a show.
Absolutely.
It's good. It's really hard.
And the next thing that I saw was that it had been canceled in the group chat, and that our Dolly night was now the final night.
Yeah, so originally I had these two being there for Dochi, Dolly, and Demi night, celebrating the letter D.
Yes.
But that we'll have to save for another time
Right.
because it all happened very suddenly and quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But before I get into the drama of it all, can I please just give a heartfelt thank you to the drag community in LA and beyond. I have not ever felt so much support, generosity, and love from so many people.
Yeah.
It was really overwhelming.
Yeah, you can feel it in the room. It was
The
crazy.
final show, which I'm sure we'll get into, was like a night I will never forget. It was so unexpected. I wasn't expecting any of that.
Yeah. Well, I talked on the last episode just of how impressed I was with the amount of grace that you approached that show with. I mean, I know we haven't really gotten into, how it all transpired, but in terms of going into that final show, what was your mentality? What was your mindset, especially as you are the center of this like local discourse where everybody's posting about it, everybody's talking about it. There are all kinds of reactions, right?
Which I was not expecting at all, which was probably naive on my part. But when
Yeah.
the announcement came, I was expecting people, of course, to be sad that it was over and ending. But I've been doing this for a long time now. I know shows come and go.
That's true.
And this one is very special and was very special. And I didn't realize how special it was to so many people.
Yeah.
Also, you've been loved for so long in our city. I think we've seen you from Redline all the way till here. People just follow you everywhere you go. So we've been, rooting for you for so long to see it happen. From someone who's known you for so long. You know, it was kind of like, damn, not her. Like
I know, it
of
was
all the people.
all-
Like why her?
Yeah, so talk to me about how you two first connected, where you two first met.
Redline, right?
I was trying to remember when we first
I used
met.
to go to you and Lorelai's show, Opposites Attract. I believe.
Yes.
Was there anyone before that?
Opposites Attract. I think we
2020.
did Socialite, but I think that might have been
Yeah.
after Opposites
I think
Attract.
did Lorelai do a competition in 2019? The one with Dallas FKA Pinche.
I have no idea. Probably.
I feel like that's where I met Lorelai
or
Siri, and then I met you through that.
Through Redline, yeah, for sure. I was gonna guess.
Redline.
I know another
Redline.
one bites the dust.
Absolutely. So you met through that, and what did the free clinic mean to you as a performer?
Honestly, especially as somebody who is like feels like they don't get a ton of opportunities that other people do, but have been doing drag for just as long. I've been doing drag since 2019 in this city.
Mm-hmm.
I did feel like it was always a safe place to go. Especially, I don't love WeHo. I love the queens and the performances of WeHo.
Yeah.
But the energy that WeHo sometimes brings,
right?
I don't love to party in. So every time I go to Mattie's, not the other day, I always felt safe going there on those days because it's like, oh, this is at least a place I know I won't get, like heckled, or I'll get a drink when I want to at the bar. I just feel comfortable there. I'll see people I know, and I know WeHo. I feel like there's spaces for everybody, so I think that it's important to have the spaces WeHo, but it's not my space.
Totally.
At least out of drag. In drag, it's great. No problems in drag. Well, mostly no problems in drag. The other queens are amazing. I've never really having issues with that, but like there's certain spaces, you just don't feel like this is your space, and they can have that space, but I always felt like anywhere Annie goes really is a space that I feel safe in.
Yeah.
So, appreciate that. That's really, I'd love to hear that.
You cultivate that,
Like, I really try.
That's your fault.
And I think that
that's your fault.
And I think that's why so many people were so like uproarious in their response about it, because a lot of people, I think, felt that way, which I didn't realize. I'm so busy, and I'm just like kind of going, doing a weekly show.
Weekly is crazy.
Yeah,
You don't have I don't have a lot of
crazy.
time to like really sit back and think or contemplate on what's happening. I'm just go. So I was shocked by the response.
Something else I was going to say was that because you are a little bit more, I almost wanted to say in the like indie scene of drag.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to think of like a better way of
That's true.
describing that. But like, you, Siri, like Hitchcock, like I feel like it's a little more like, and even with Free Clinic, like words that I use to describe it are sort of like more theatery, more like sort of like anything goes, like less about the polish of drag and more about like the energy, the joy,
the art.
The art, the sort of eccentricity, like sort of open to like any sort of interpretation, not necessarily like the, it's an outdated term, but fish queen realness,
specific drag, it's kind of what anything you can get. And I love that.
Totally.
You can just get any type of drag, somebody doing it amazingly for years. And even those type of people will come to shows like that and do something different or weird or outside of what they do because they're like, oh, let me try something different because I'm here,
Yeah.
So even people who've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to have Free Clinic for, is for people to try new things that they might not always get to do. Give those people who don't always get to perform in West Hollywood.
I sang for the first time at your show, I believe.
Yeah, so you have an amazing voice.
I don't like doing that live.
I love that.
Thank you. But I don't like doing it live. So you definitely.
I forced you.
Yeah, she kind of did.
Really?
Were you wanted me to sing Home. I think I sang for
love
something.
That song. Yeah.
Okay.
Home from the Wiz by Billy Porter and Michaela J.
Okay.
From
Pose.
Pose.
Yeah.
It's in my register, and it's just a really pretty song.
It's so beautiful.
You
do it so well too.
Thank you, but I don't like singing in drag.
Are you trained in singing?
I sang in the church, like growing up.
Church,
yeah,
okay.
And I would like lead the choir and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No training though, but
because you are such a joy. I was watching you for that final show. Like you're such a joy to watch. You have such amazing energy on stage. You literally throw yourself around like it's,
I used to jump like that at home.
You did that at home? Is that where that
comes from? As a kid,
from?
I was always jumping off of things and rolling around.
Okay.
I would I'm not that flexible anymore. I used to put my leg behind my head and just like that.
Okay.
I was always a weird kid, so.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing it for money.
Absolutely. So Annie, we've avoided the question long enough.
Okay.
Yes.
What did happen? Yes.
All right. I'm gonna try to talk about this as judiciously as I can, without getting in too much trouble or throwing people under buses and all that.
Yeah.
Because they do still owe me money, and
immediately goes. I'm gonna be a professional. You owe me money.
I mean, it's okay. They'll pay me. They always have.
They always pay you. Yes.
All right. So going back to 2 weeks ago, we had our Pride / Juneteenth kickoff show.
Yes.
That was the week before with Amber Crane and Karen Beaches co-hosting. So we were doing that show. That's a Thursday. We were preparing for our next week, which was with you two.
Right.
And that Friday, the day after the show, I get a phone call from a representative of Mattie's asking if I can have a phone call. I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they tell me that the bar wants to try something new on Thursdays, try different programming. They have. I later come to find out they want to give the night to a friend of the manager. Is what I was told. There is an underwear party that was happening concurrently to Free Clinic in the small side. They call it the Lair every Thursday. And a lot of people mistakenly thought the underwear party was taking over my night. Or Thursday nights.
Okay.
Which is not happening. The promoter of that event, I believe, is the one who was doing the Thursdays. So it's not the underwear party taking over the whole bar.
Gotcha.
It's
like a different thing.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to just move you to a different night?
They asked if I would go back to Wednesdays, because originally Free Clinic was on Wednesdays when it first started.
Annie's Movie Club
first, and then Free Clinic, and then Free Clinic moves to Thursdays. But they didn't. Again, another rumor that someone that has a show currently on Mattie's keeps spreading, and I continually ask them to not to. And I told them what happened. They continue to spread the lie.
Okay.
Oh, God. So a lot of people think that I was offered Wednesdays, and I just said no, so that's why it was canceled.
Oh.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
I was offered 1 or 2 Wednesdays a month around the other programming that was happening Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And they were going to cut the budget by 1/3.
Okay.
So I was going from every week with a set budget that was still not
Not a
anything.
lot.
No one was
you weren't
making,
like swimming in
yeah,
cash.
no one was getting rich.
Nobody
off
was
of Free
getting
Clinic.
rich off of Free Clinic.
How many
Absolutely.
performers and who was getting paid?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in my mind, that's not an offer. That's a
that's a
an
demotion.
insult. That's an insult. It's a demotion.
Especially because Free Clinic was so well attended. You had
Yes.
such a loyal following.
Like,
you
it
know,
was
you were
not
bringing
slow.
in a ton
Yeah.
of business, and I think it was one of the like major shows that had Mattie's on the map.
Yes, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that, because that's also true. It was not a business decision. It was a personal decision.
Right.
So it wasn't because the show was not making
Was
money.
not doing well,
It wasn't
yeah.
because it wasn't doing
Yeah.
well. And like I said, I've been doing a lot of this for a long time. And sometimes shows get canceled. It's hard to get an audience to go to Redline sometimes or
Totally.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So I
Especially
understand
Redline.
business. If they were like, Annie, your show's not making money. We're losing money every week doing this.
Right.
Hit the bricks. I'd be like, okay, I'm
Sure.
bummed, but I understand that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
Right.
Okay, so they didn't offer me just switching to Wednesdays.
Yeah, and so you just weren't happy with that.
I was
offer.
not happy
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
offer.
and it has made me think a lot because I'm not sure your career background, but I've worked in network television and everything like that. It is sometimes up to the executives that at will, for no reason, they can just cancel the show. And what was sort of surprising to me about some of the online discourse and the reaction is that people not necessarily taking the side of the artist, and instead taking the side of like capitalism and and like the corporation and like, well, that's how business is done. That's how nightlife goes.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a conflict like this often emerges, even if it's like Taylor Swift, having to re-record her masters or anything. There's a side of the argument that is, well, this is the way the world works.
Right.
And then there's the other side of the argument that says, well, I get that it's the way the world works, but it sucks.
Yeah.
And,
and there could be a better way.
And there could be a better way. And
Yes.
can we do that better way? Did
and
you
that
feel
was in the
similarly?
minority of the people that were, I feel like, at least that I saw.
Of course.
And again, this all happened in a week. So we were going to do just a regular, weekly
we found
show.
out like what, literally 7 days?
Yes, I know.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so going back to the conversation with the representative at Mattie's, I was like, when is this? When do they want to start this? I literally
booked
just
through
booked all of
July.
July. I would be canceling on literally 60
many
people.
Yeah.
If not more.
Damn.
Absolutely.
And the representative was like, okay, I'm having a meeting with management on Monday. This was Friday again. I'll text you and let you know. I'm like, yes, I would love to go through July so we have time for a proper goodbye. We're doing a show here every week for 3 years. You can hopefully at least give me that.
Something.
And that way I don't have to cancel all of these people.
Right.
Remember, everyone, this is during Pride Month.
Yes, this is
God,
June
I forgot.
when we are supposed to be employing
Celebrated,
and supporting
yes.
and celebrating
The end of
drag
Pride at
queens.
that.
Yes.
And they've already kind of screwed me over a couple weeks prior.
Yeah, because
the WeHo Pride weekend, they canceled my show.
Right.
For
Without telling you.
Without
And
telling
again, it
me,
was
even
like
though
last
everyone at
minute.
the bar knew for weeks. Like, that's the thing. The miscommunication or the lack of communication
Yeah.
has been making it me not wanting to work with them at all as of now. We'll see what happens in the future.
Right.
We still want to support our bars,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
we do want them to be successful.
Yes, I do. I don't want
it's
people.
like sometimes when you criticize things, people think, oh, well, if you
Right.
hate it so much, just
Right.
leave.
Just leave.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
but
not
like
the answer.
a lot of times when you are offering criticism or offering critiques, it's because you believe in the business and you want it to be better and you want it to be the best that it can be. And you share the vision of like what this space offers people.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Right. And how did you approach, because, I know I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm hosting, Annie's last show.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way.
Yeah,
I almost felt unworthy a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing hosting the final show? You know what I mean? Yeah. I've been doing it for a while, so I don't feel like I don't belong, but also it's like, this is a big deal.
Right,
At least in the moment I felt like it, so I didn't feel like, I was like, maybe she should just do it by herself, honestly.
No, it worked out. I think it worked out how it should have happened. I loved having you both there. You were amazing.
Well, it was very kind and very gracious for you to keep us, because I had a similar feeling where I was like, Annie should book whoever she wants for this show. Like she should be able to co-host. I'll do a number, but she should book whoever she wants for this.
Well, I mean, if they would have given me like that month of July or even one more to have like a final proper goodbye, I would have done like something. It would have been different.
Yeah.
But I think how it turned out, I couldn't have asked for more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It was beautiful.
That night was perfect. Well,
and now, aside from the situation.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of, because obviously now you've got this following and this fan base that maybe you didn't realize was as large as it is, but where are you anticipating going next? Like, what is kind of your mindset in this moment?
I'm still kind of like letting the dust settle and collecting my
take a vacation,
thoughts.
girl.
I have had a couple offers to take free clinics somewhere else. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, with that. I have other things in the works. I still obviously am performing all over town. Yeah, so come see me wherever I pop up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think something like Free Clinic, an open stage, needs to exist somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's non-competitive as well.
That's not a
competitive ones are great too for building your drag and like enhancing it. But sometimes you just want to do a number, you know.
And LA doesn't have any spaces like that that I can think of where it's literally an open stage where anyone can perform.
I used to do Revolver in 2019 before the shutdowns. I did Revolver. I had one of those, and it was kind of competitive. Like somebody did win, but it was just like everybody does their own numbers, and
that's kind of how Learn the Words Bitches. Yeah, the stage where I got my start, and which is actually celebrating 11 years tonight.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Awesome. 11 years of being a show. Yes, I'm going. We'll see if I perform or not. There's a secret celebrity judge tonight. I don't know if he's gonna show up or not, so I can't. He might not come.
And if he's not coming, you're not doing a number.
No. I would do a number regardless, but I think it is gonna be a packed night. So I'm like debating whether, because it's technically not for drag artists,
right?
Yeah. Like technically, it is supposed to be a baby stage where it's like plain clothes, you go up, and it does have, similar to the show you were just talking about, where there is that competition element, but it's sort of like fun. The points don't matter, it's all made up anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not. Tony does a great job of keeping it like
Tony's a great
non-competitive. One of the best in LA. One of the best in LA. So that's exciting.
So there's more to come, but I hope that an open stage can go somewhere, especially in West Hollywood, because it is needed, especially after seeing the response. It's really, I think, an important place. So if I do it or someone else does it, it needs to happen.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
I'm not doing it.
That's a thing. It's not easy. Not anyone can just host that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Weekly?
A lot of work.
Weekly. Produce, and like organizing like close to 20 performers each week.
A lot of them new performers who don't know
new performers who
what
having
is what.
Who have anxiety, who are asking like, is this okay?
And at least 3 of them calling out the day up.
Yeah. No, I literally became a therapist unknowingly during the course of
Mother.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And kind of back to the group that that you hang with and everything. I know that there is sort of a movement for Drag Performers United of like potentially unionizing and so that instances like this where we're just sort of let go as at-will employees maybe doesn't happen. Do you know if there's been any movement with that, or like
there hasn't? I don't know about movement in terms of like getting anything done, but I think it starts with doing the meetings and actually getting something together. Because how often are we talking to each other like we should do something? We should get together. And so Siri like actually getting that together and be like, no, let's actually do it. Let's actually have a place. I think August 2nd. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. August this date. Insert here. Not there.
It's on like a website or something. I ran into Siri and she was like, just
Instagram. Hit up Siri online. Yeah. I'm not sure. Is Nomi B still doing it? I'm not sure, but they were a part of it as well. There's a couple of people who are involved. I just support because I have no interest in wrangling people. It's hard work.
It's the community aspect of it.
But I'll be there. I'll cook food. That's what I do for my work, by the
okay.
way. I'm a chef.
Nice.
I'm a prep cook.
Man,
now,
you're a true drag queen, jack of all trades. Cook,
yeah,
sing,
literally.
Makeup. This eye makeup, by the way, for people who are just listening. Like, how did you learn to acquire this skill here?
I've been wearing makeup. Since I was like 19,
so
18.
beautiful.
Yeah. I wanted to do drag so bad, but didn't think I was talented or had any like.
Well, you were wrong.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I don't know. You just see drag queens and you think they're amazing. And I used to go to drag shows all the time. I'd watch Drag Race since season 1 since I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And I just started wearing makeup once I like moved out and was on my own like here and there, and it slowly became more and more and more. And then through wearing makeup, I started making little outfits. I call it like a bar fag. Those gays you see that are like in cute outfits and they're cut up clothes and makeup. And you're like 2 minutes away from being a drag queen. That was me. And I still kind of am. I like to go out. I like to dress up.
Yeah.
It's also protection. I had scars recently, as you know. I had surgery. Yeah. And so makeup and all that kind of protects you from like the evil stares that people give you because it's disarming.
Right. Yeah. So talk to me about, first of all, the condition that you had. Yeah. And then like the decision to, do the surgery and go through with that. And then, go ahead.
I had keloid scars on both my ears. They were pretty massive, like golf ball size. I don't know. I'm not sports. Golf balls are, what's the small one? Ping pong ball. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
Were they filled with like something?
No, they're solid. They're just keloid. They're scars. It runs in darker skin, melanated skin. It is easier prone. And I just had an allergy attack to like a type of metal. It wasn't even the piercing itself. It was like a metal like a year later. Oh, wow. And when it happened, I was always bullied as a kid. So like, I didn't really give a fuck what people thought of me because I always felt like I was alone anyway. So I kind of just do my own thing. Yeah. So it didn't really bother me. And it sort of protected me from the gay stares, turned into like, oh, there's a weird thing going on over there stares, which feels a little better. Because it's understandable when something's weird, people kind of look and are like, what's going on?
Totally. Well, yeah, you told me like 2 or 3 weeks ago, something sort of like heartbreaking, which was that like, now having it removed, you're now aware of like the amount of attention that you were getting that didn't
I get people
feel
taking
good.
Pictures of me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you could hear people talking. Children I always pass because you need to teach children when they're young about stuff like that.
Totally.
So that they don't treat people like that when they're older. But it was sort of like a litmus test for like if I wanted to be like around you, if you treated me weird or couldn't look at me or anything like that because of it. And it made me feel safe in that, like, no matter where I go, I knew what I was getting with people. I don't know if anyone else who has like scars or like any sort of like body modification that is like highly visible. Yeah. But like you just feel like you know exactly what people are thinking or getting at. And so you know who's going to be like real and who doesn't care about that. I mean, I met my partner with those scars, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I would want to know that if something like that happened to me after my partnership, you wouldn't leave me.
Right.
Sure. Because so many people would,
Absolutely.
So many people, they don't want to admit it, of course. Like we're all humans. We all judge people, but seeing that they're gone, I'm like literally night and day flip to like
totally. I hear a similar reaction to people who lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, same thing.
Like you're suddenly aware of like, oh wow, the world is so much uglier than I thought it was.
And you're bombarded with, you look so much better now.
Yes.
Like I can finally look at you. And I know people are being nice usually.
Right. Yeah.
But like it feels like,
damn. That to you?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Even before people would just give unsolicited advice about it. Like, or the one I love the most, which my partner always laughs at too, is somebody will come up to me just randomly out and about. They'll be like, you are the most beautiful person in the room. I think you're beautiful.
Oh God!
I'm like, bitch, I know.
Oh God! And you're like, oh,
and I understand what they're doing, so I try to lead with kindness.
Yeah, but that's so
life is hard.
Awkward.
It is because you know what they're saying, but also like,
yeah,
it's true though that people will not see me as that, and so they probably think this person does not get love like they do, like they should be, and so I understand the point of view, and so I always try to come at it with like,
that's very
like, thank you so much, like I appreciate that. You know, maybe don't. I always say, like, maybe don't tell other people that because maybe not everybody wants to be comfortable, but I don't care. Like,
well, that's very compassionate of you and certainly gives you, I think, an added level for the empathy muscle, which is, so important as an artist.
Empathy is the big thing in life. Again, I think because I'm alone a lot and I like imposter syndrome. Even being here today with Annie, I was like, why am I even here?
No,
I'm only here
love
because
it.
she's hosting and it went bad, No. I feel like you have to have that empathy because everyone's thinking that in their head. And maybe, my birthday, actually, I got a lot of really kind messages from people about my energy and about how how I fill the room with that. And that's all I've ever wanted in my drag, because that's all I ever look for when I go out, is that feeling of being accepted. Not even just accepted, just seen. Just like somebody sees me, smiles, and it's happy, you know. I just want to create joy, because like life is so like void of that.
Yes.
So you have to like create it. And so to hear that it actually works and people feel that. It's great.
Yeah, especially right now. I know we were talking a little bit before about 4th of July and like, you know, the feelings right now about like
America,
the state that we're in. So I think it's especially right now just to see queer Black joy is so like important and rebellious and like necessary
and hard.
And hard.
It's hard to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
You know, because there's so much bullshit to make you not want to be happy.
As we've experienced this month. There's a lot of bullshit.
But I just want to reiterate how amazing of a performer you are.
Yes,
and person,
you are.
of course. But you just light up any room you're in, the stage. Joy is a perfect word. You like exude joy when you perform.
That's all I want for my drag. I never really had any goals with my drag at all. That was the only thing I ever wanted, was to just have fun, be happy. And like make other people feel that way when I'm around.
Totally. Well, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Well, we could talk forever. And yeah, I do think like in terms of West Hollywood, there has been such a disconnect between the city and the queer community. This past month, obviously, Kathy Hilton is another one that we've talked a lot about. You know, and I just sort of hope that there's something that maybe our government can do locally here to keep these spaces queer and to protect drag performers, because our bars, our nightlife is one of the major performers for drag and trans people. So and it would be nice to maybe I've been thinking about like, is there something more, you know, aside from just a union of like, how can we talk to the city council about looking out for these people? So we'll see. Do you have a final word on anything that you?
Well, I don't even know if I finished. Did we get to the bottom of everything you want to know about Free Clinic?
Well, any else?
Basically, the Monday came around and they said they want to end it in July. They're starting a Latin night on Thursdays in July. So that's when I kicked into high gear, told everyone it was the end. All this stuff came out, and then Thursday night, people were sending me videos of,
because it was empty.
It was empty. There was no show.
There was no show. There was no programming.
So again, it's like, and I talked to two of the managers on the night of the final show. And it was all like, just there's a lack of communication. It goes from the top down.
That happens a lot in bars and restaurants.
It does. It's a shame because they're losing money. We're losing the space. People are losing. Like some people, that Free Clinic is the only time they ever get to perform.
Right. Totally.
So I'm bummed, but I'm thankful for the time we had. I'm thankful for, there were over a dozen people that had their drag debuts at Free Clinic. I'm glad I got
way past a dozen.
Probably.
Way past a dozen for 3 years. Absolutely. There were more than
one of my favorite things about hosting my own show and doing events is paying friends and artists money to do their art.
Absolutely.
I love that so much. So that was amazing. I had a team of like 4 to 6 people every week that were paid.
I know.
Every single week. And then of course like 10 to 15.
Family.
Yes.
Yeah, you had like you had formed like a core sort of nucleus.
Yeah, little group. I'm gonna miss the people the most, obviously.
Absolutely.
But you know, there will be more spaces. There will be more shows.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't keep a good bitch down.
Absolutely. And God, I could keep talking about this forever. But another thing I was thinking about was like, you know, you and I know from we met at Groundlings. If you don't know, go back and watch my first episode with Annie. But being in this industry for long enough, when there are certain people who experience these same traumas of having your show canceled or anything, you can either tell the generation below you, buck up, suck it up, this is the way things are, or you can empathize and be like, you know, I'm sorry this has happened, and like, how can I better support you?
And I wish some of the older generation of queens in West Hollywood took that route, rather than trying to stick up for the institution, especially one in particular who had a similar situation happen to her mere years ago.
You would think.
Forget that, but
absolutely.
What are you gonna do?
Well, you can just carry that forward
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
and like be it kind of like okay, with that said, we have to get to It
have to
Girls
move on.
because
Yes.
this is gonna give away my It Girl if
Okay,
we
okay, great.
continue this
Great.
conversation.
Segue.
So segue,
Okay.
we're now gonna talk about our It Girls of the week. But before we do, make sure to like and subscribe
Yes.
to the podcast.
I'm gonna keep smacking this mic all day.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. It's so fun, isn't it?
It is fun.
It's so fun. Help me.
It's just so close. I just wanna.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. Help me to keep going. So it's very easy. Just click like. Just click subscribe. And we'll keep making episodes. So now we're gonna get to our It Girls of the week. This is somebody who everybody is talking about across the spectrum, whether you live in California or Kansas, whether you're gay or straight. Do you have your guesses in mind, ladies?
I do.
You do? Okay. So on the count of three. 3, 2, 1.
Madonna.
Oh.
What'd
See,
you
mine's
say?
a little personal. I said Demi Lovato.
Demi
that
Lovato.
works.
Okay.
She's been on tour. She's released a new album. I love it. I mean, we're supposed to do Demi
I
night.
know I love
But
Demi.
Madonna
I know.
was the answer, but I didn't want to say that because I figured you two would say it.
Oh,
She
you
just
didn't want to
released an
match?
album.
You didn't want to
Well,
match?
I don't know enough about Madonna to say Madonna, but I know that's the answer.
that's-
You know what I mean?
Well,
That's
yeah,
fair.
but the thing is, with any of these, it's like it's not about like knowing everything. Like for instance, like
Also,
I know
just love Demi Lovato.
exactly. I know Love Island is big, but I don't
Yeah,
watch
sorry.
it. Like I know it's an It Girl, but it's not something that I participate in. But I've talked about it
There's
plenty.
I'm
lots of
surprised
different
you
It
don't watch
girls.
that.
You know?
What me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like watching stupid hot people, and especially
not?
if
Then
like,
why'd you
should
have
I
us
leave?
here?
but especially if like I mean it's hours and hours and hours of content.
a lot.
Like it's
Yeah.
every single day.
Like
And
Big Brother, right?
I
Where they just
don't
keep filming.
and I don't like Big Brother either. I've tried to
I
get into Big
can't.
Brother too, and I just can't.
I watched that thing when Selena S. Titties were on it, but
Yeah.
then she wasn't actually in the show. I was like, oh.
Okay, so Demi Lovato has a tour coming up.
Yeah, I think
and-
I went to the tour recently. I
Oh, you
think she's
did?
either wrapping it up or it's like about to finish. She released a new album, and I just, I feel like a lot of people, I don't understand the hate towards Demi online.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to make fun of her because she's really silly and does
Yeah.
silly things, but that's fun. It's like, why don't you like her? But obviously they do because the show was sold out. So.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she has an amazing voice. She
It's
can
so
sing
one
her
of
face
good.
off.
best of the generation,
Yeah.
and also,
Doing it for years.
And
like-
also, I think she has sort of figured out, as a lot of artists are now figuring out.
Yeah.
I actually only want to be game famous.
yeah.
I only want to be famous with the gays.
I
Because,
mean, she is
like,
bisexual.
Yeah.
People love to forget. Cool for the summer.
Was
It's
it what?
about eating pussy.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
It was about
Don't
her.
tell your mother.
It was about her relationship with Miley, right?
Was it?
Or I think it
Ooh,
was about
I
her
can see that.
relationship with Miley.
Know that.
Or yeah, I think it was Miley. I think it
Die
was
for each
Miley.
other?
Yeah,
That's a lesbian.
No. There was like
Wow.
some sapphicness happening
Okay.
there
Yeah.
during that
and then
era
she was
for
they
them.
them for a little bit. People got mad about
Yeah.
that. But how many
Yes.
people do you know who go from they them to he her to she her
A
to
lot.
back to they them to she they?
I think that's why people gave her some shit. Is because of all
Right.
that.
But it's like if you know a queer person, you know that the journey is long.
Yeah.
And
it's
oftentimes
a
they end up with
spectrum.
someone that you don't think they should be with anyway. So it doesn't matter.
And also, you personally do change,
Yeah,
like
right.
who you are and how you feel and like everything like that. And I mean, we know being different characters.
Also, as a non-binary who doesn't like to be called they them like
Uh-huh.
purposefully, like in a space it's whatever, but like I can get why like after being called they for a while, you're like, I don't know if that actually feels right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I said ladies earlier. Was
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go by she, he,
Uh-huh.
because they doesn't always feel correct, but they works in like public because
Right.
it's easier and I don't mind that. But like I prefer she, and then he is also in there too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know it's funny with a beard, but
Yeah. I
Nobody
love
ever
it. I love
he-hims
it.
me,
I love,
okay?
keep that. Don't let them define you.
They don't.
Define yourself.
I get she heard out of drag more than I get. Well, I don't get he him in drag. I think
Yeah.
that's an ugly bearded queen thing, like moonshine. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You know
Moonshine
I love
shade,
moonshine.
okay.
Oh,
I just
okay.
like to shade my friends.
I love that. I love that. Well, Madonna, I feel like also is sort of hitting that gay pocket right now. Like
Yes.
Always.
Well, yeah, she is the
always-
gay pocket.
She is the gay pocket,
Yes.
but especially this year. I mean, thank God they actually gave her the funding to promote the album because she has an ad on Grindr. She
She's an ad on Grindr.
She has an ad on Grindr.
Should I check Sniffies?
Yeah,
Like-
she has not infiltrated
think
Stiffies.
so.
Kim
Not
Petras
yet.
did.
Did she?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, the Kim Petras out on Sniffies is
Oh,
wild. I love that.
interesting. She obviously
So,
Madonna
it's
was
coming.
at the Abbey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did either of you listen to the album? What are your thoughts?
Not yet.
I listened to
Probably.
it. I've listened to it twice.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's
actually.
more than you listened to Taylor.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm much more of a Madonna stan than
Sorry,
Taylor.
Rob.
I
I
do
can
love
see
Taylor,
that.
but I loved it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
It's like dance, right?
Yeah, it's dance.
Yeah.
It feels like
Madonna makes good music.
It feels like Renaissance
Does
to
it
me.
really?
Like
Ooh.
Say more.
like it's a dance like club album about like being on the floor and like when Renaissance came out,
dancing.
like we were coming out of COVID and it felt such a like there was such a like, oh, I need like it was therapy to be on the dance floor. And like with everything we've been dealing with politically, like I feel like this album again sort of being that of like meet me on the dance floor. Let's just like dance it out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I do. Dancing is therapy for me.
Exactly.
For sure.
I love what she said about like when you're dancing on a dance floor, it's like you immediately feel that sense of community without having to speak to the people around you. Like you know in that moment we're all dealing with shit and we're out here just like moving our bodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cathartic.
It is. Some people say that like early man, that's how they started developing sort of like a community like thing, is getting together and making sounds. Then they would chant together, like or chanting things.
Yes.
It's sort of the communal. I mean, even church, like when everyone's singing, they feel the spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
That is what you're feeling. That togetherness that we're all doing the same thing.
Totally.
You know?
Totally. And also with this album, I feel like it's like a really, she feels really in her pocket.
Yes.
I feel like because a lot of the headlines are, this is the best album of hers in 20 years. I feel like maybe for the past 20 years, I've been talking to people, she's had a little bit more like trying to be the it girl again, like where she's like reaching for it and she's like desperate to go back to the spotlight. Whereas like this really feels like she's sitting in herself and
That's
being
fierce.
herself. At least that's how I felt with the album overall.
It's gotta be so hard to keep up with making art that long
to be
at that level too. Like,
exactly.
That's crazy.
She's interesting as an it girl to study because it's like you obviously can't be in the center in the spotlight all the time for like that many decades. To be 67 and still being talked about like this.
And it's like every decade she has like hits. Like her and Cher, it's like very rare for someone like that to last that long and be continually making like bangers.
Totally. Totally. I know. I was almost not going to say Madonna because I was like, I know it's so big for us in the gay community. Because I was like, I know we're inundated with it. The drag shows are nonstop. Yes. But I was also gonna say the New York Empire State Building couple.
I was gonna say them too.
Wait, what happened?
You didn't see this?
No.
There was a couple that climbed the Empire State Building and proposed to each other at the top.
Girl.
And they had a message that said, when the power of love free the
clinic.
yeah.
Oh, that's what that was.
Gotcha. Oh my god, that would be such a great performance to do if that had come out the week of the show.
Duet.
But yeah, it was free. When the power of love outweighs the love of power, the world will know peace.
Did you need to climb the Empire State Building to say that?
They got a lot of
Apparently, they're from like
if
a
you
Netflix
say no, I'm
show
gonna
or
jump.
something.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
They said no, then you would jump. Yeah.
I guess if they both did it, they're gonna say yes. But could you imagine? You get up there, like, actually, after climbing that, it was like really difficult, and I don't want to do this anymore.
An awkward trip down.
Yeah, right. Just silence.
Yeah. I would hope that they would have had that conversation beforehand to be like, hey, like, I'm going to do this going up. That's really brave if he did not have that conversation ahead of time.
Yikes.
Did you have any other guesses for It Girls?
No.
Yeah.
Madonna was mine.
Yeah,
I was gonna. Everyone is talking about her though. Do you think it's just gays?
I don't know.
People love Madonna.
I don't know because we're inundated with it, but like music is so difficult because
That's true.
I was talking to somebody about Slater and a straight person about Slater and they didn't know about Slater. So I was like,
really?
And so I was like, interesting.
Yeah. Maybe it's one of those things where you don't know the name, especially with Slater. Some people they hear that, they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
But they probably heard like a song they heard on TikTok that's made its way into Instagram or something.
Yeah. Like, if you play it, I'd know it. Yeah, the other thing I was thinking of was Taylor and Travis getting married. But luckily,
I just heard about that.
You just heard about it?
I don't care.
I know.
Sorry, Lorelai.
Well, luckily, I don't think Lorelai cares either. Yeah. Luckily, I feel like that story kind of hasn't gotten as much press for whatever reason.
It was at Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like
I know we still know everything about it.
Wait,
it's
you
still
get,
like
you
one
can
of those
get married
things.
there?
They can.
If you're a billionaire.
Is it a ticketed event?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I was
the fans were there, weren't they?
I was like,
I know it is crazy how we just like I just like know all these things about it just from like being on the internet. But it's like there was a guest list. None of them were told any of the details ahead of time.
Of course not.
They were texted like the morning of like where to show up. They weren't told the theme or anything like that. So it was very. But I don't think they made as much press about it as like they normally would.
Yeah.
I did see that Trump tried to troll them though with a billboard outside and says, I am your president, which I'm curious to see as a political strategy. Is that, I mean, to upset the Swifties feels like such a bad move.
When you're a child, you can, do things to make yourself happy. That doesn't have to make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now we're going to get to our niche girls of the week. This is somebody who's trending specifically on our timelines, that or for the gay community that is not necessarily trending for anyone else. Do you have a niche girl you'd like to share?
Well, mine's not gay. I
It's
thought
okay.
of it more of personal.
Yeah,
of course.
And I'm a big gamer. They just released that God of War, the new one's coming out, and it's a woman.
Okay.
It's gonna be his
So
wife.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, well, a lot of straight people are mad because it's a woman. Because he's a God of War. He's like this big dude.
Yeah.
And it's the wife who passed in the first movie, the first game. You're playing as her and learning her story and all that. And there's a kid involved too. But so everybody was like, and all the straight people were an outrage, like, ugh, like how could a woman be a God of War? Is it gonna? Because it's a very intense, masculine, like violent game.
Yeah.
And so they're picturing this girl being like, frou-frou and whatever. I'm like, she's like literally a god too.
Yeah.
So like she could also be like crazy and fierce. But man.
Absolutely.
I want to see a big sweaty man. I don't want to see a woman.
Absolutely. Well, what's so interesting about the gaming community is that like it does have this reputation of being so like incel male culture, but then actually I think what a lot of the developers are discovering is that there's a huge queer
and women.
There's
so many women who are gamers.
Exactly.
Well, you do a lot of events or
at
gamers, right? And
yeah.
do you do
Oh
those?
yeah, absolutely. That's what I like now. There's a lot of gay gamers and female gamers who make careers off of streaming themselves playing these games.
Because like there's enough straight men doing things that nobody cares about. Like,
exactly.
We can do it too,
Well, and I've noticed, I was talking a little bit before how my niche girl is always Pokemon, but you notice it in the Pokemon games too. They've feminized a lot more of the Pokemon moving forward because
BBL.
The way that the way that the community like rallies for like these queer icons, because we will dress up as them,
Absolutely.
So it's called God of War.
Yeah, it's God of War. It's like a long lasting like franchise, but this newer franchise, it's like him and his kid, and the wife dies in the first one, and you bury her ashes. You find out that she's actually a god, and there's all this like stuff that she's not telling you. And so that storyline kind of goes on in the second one. And so this is the third one. Now you're supposed to be playing as her, finding out what happened. And like she's like Odin. Odin would be Trump in this situation. Okay. And she like literally had like a war against him before they even met. And he has no idea about any of that. He's learning about this in the other two games. And so I'm assuming this one's gonna be. But it was like so for a while everybody was like, why is it a girl? Why is it? I'm like, she's literally his mother. Like of the kid that you're playing as. Like that's his mom. God. Yeah. Like why would she not be like a part of this?
Totally. So it's very culturally relevant. Too.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Maybe like a couple weeks ago, I think. Who's the little twink, the muscle twink that helps out Billy? Dante. He was asking everybody at that show that we did at the beginning of Pride. Did you see that God of War release? Did you see God of War release? And obviously none of these gays cared, but I was like, I care.
Have you played it?
See it. I'm actually replaying the second God of War to get ready. It's not going to come out until next year, but they just announced it. Okay. And they they announced all the new games that are going to come out next year because GTA, what is it? Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to come out, and that's going to take over everything right now.
Okay, God.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a gamer.
No, I know. But it's like literally this massive. It's actually it's a bigger industry actually than the movie industry.
It's huge.
Oh, really?
Like people do not have a concept or of understanding of just how big the gaming industry is.
It's kind of wild.
It's huge. Annie, do you have a niche girl you'd
I
like
have
to
two
share?
quick ones.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
an update on my niche girl from the last time I was here.
Yes! Oh my God!
Did you see
I
this?
almost messaged you.
I almost messaged you too, but I'm gonna save it for the pod.
Yeah.
So there's an update on Tilly Norwood, our favorite AI actress.
Yes.
Oh,
last time I was here, which was the season 2 premiere.
Yes.
Go back and check that episode out. Leave a comment below. Hello.
Yeah.
had to.
Yes.
So Tilly Norwood is back. When I was here last time, she was in search of representation, or the person who created her wanted an agent or management for Tilly Norwood. Apparently she got it because now
she booked a role.
She booked a role.
She booked a real role.
She's going to be leading a feature film.
Yeah.
Is the whole film AI? Like,
I think so.
It's got to be. I mean, it's got to be predominantly AI.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So Tilly is working more than all of us.
Oh my God, it's happening.
I guess she got rep.
I just can't imagine.
She
who's
better
actually
pay taxes.
going
That's
to
all I know.
Yes,
Like,
she better pay. Yeah, what happens with that?
You want to be a star? You got to pay these taxes,
You gotta,
honey.
yeah, let her pay for this government shit show.
God,
Wait, that feels like a slippery slope because then
no,
it's
yeah,
like,
that's a joke, people. That's
can you imagine AI people start voting? Like if Tilly had a vote,
that would even put that into the edit that out.
Nope. They already heard it. They already heard it.
Oh God, they're listening. Where's my phone? Throw it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so are you gonna go see it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know my dad recently had a photo of himself framed AI.
I was like, of Tilly Norwood?
So no,
So
and I was
fresh.
like, this is so cringe.
Wait, so your dad
cringe.
get it something of himself AI'd?
AI.
What is
And he
it? If
framed
you don't
it.
let me ask.
It's like him sitting in a chair, smoking a cigar with the two dogs, and I'm like,
Where is
funny.
this?
I texted on the family chain and I said, I prefer human artists, and I sort of got yelled at.
Where is
So
the?
I'm fighting the fight, people.
Thank
I'm fighting the
you.
fight. Okay?
Where is the frame displayed?
I haven't seen it. They haven't hung it up yet. This was just
how
a
big
text
is it?
message. It's embarrassingly huge.
okay.
Oh, no.
It's embarrassingly huge.
Yikes.
It's embarrassingly huge. So that's a little
Okay.
background of where I come from.
I love that.
Your mom didn't make the cut in the pictures, just him and the
No,
dogs.
they're not together. No,
okay, well, that's why.
It's
Gotcha.
stepmother.
She doesn't believe in AI.
Stepmother made it. Stepmother
okay.
was the one who submitted the question.
Great.
Wow.
And then my other quick one,
Yes,
can I
what's
do
your
it?
other quick one?
And this might go back to our conversation from before, but West Hollywood drag laureate King Odious Ari.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, West Hollywood, and I know you know about it, so you can talk to it as well.
Yes.
Has a government position. This is the second person that's ever held this position, and it's basically like a representative. Do you know about this?
I don't know much about it, but I heard about it because Samara Sin was talking.
Yes,
Okay,
Samara.
yeah.
Yeah. Many of us applied for it when King Odious Ari got it.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a representation of West Hollywood drag. It's a paid position. They get a stipend. They get to travel the country kind of as the face of West Hollywood drag.
Yeah.
I don't know this person. I've never met
I don't know
him.
that
I
name.
love
Yeah.
the King representation.
I
I'm
love
very,
Kings.
I'm very happy for that. But a lot
Shout
of
out
people.
Manny Oakley.
Oh, there we go. Manny Oakley.
I love Manny.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were up in arms that this person has no connection to the West
The
Hollywood,
West Hollywood
nightlife
community.
drag
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. It's a 3-year term. What he does with
3-year
it.
term.
Yeah. It's a 3-year
wow.
term. And yeah, I also noticed not a single post for Pride Month.
I've never
Odious
seen him at a
Ari.
show. I mean,
So,
apparently he does a lot of civic work.
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
important
That
and
is important.
necessary.
That is
But
important.
Yeah.
when you're representing West Hollywood drag, and I know a lot of people who applied for this position, and I know a lot of them would have been amazing at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a little. I don't know if disheartening is the right word, but it's like I want someone who knows what it's like day to day, like
Yes.
keeping those
Exactly.
businesses
Well,
open.
Right. And like we were saying earlier, like West Hollywood is the employer of a lot of drag
Right.
artists, a lot of trans
Mm,
artists. And it feels like another disconnect
Right.
between the city and the
Yeah.
people who are like working day to day here, who are, posting flat. And not to say nightlife is the only form of drag that there is,
No, of course
but
not. But
they're like
in West Hollywood, it's got to be at least 90%.
Well, yeah, if
of-
you're going to
Yeah.
WeHo, you're gonna want to see the person that you're gonna see on those stages. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like you could be a part of the community, but like if you're not on the stages when people go to WeHo,
yeah.
like maybe
Well,
you shouldn't be.
And also, like, you want it to be somebody who is creating opportunities for more of us in the community. I know Pickle, the drag queen, was the last drag laureate. And so she did do shows with, some of the girls from the community. I know Johnny Gentleman was in a lot of those shows as well.
Yeah.
So
No, Pickle, she's funny.
And Pickle has a long history of working in nightlife too.
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Previous to then working and transitioning with the city. Yes. Wow,
So
Annie, I'm
interesting.
surprised that you went there.
Well,
but
you know,
good for
it's
you.
been a month.
And it also is the conversation.
Yeah.
and like,
That's true too.
It's very specific to
it's
West
very
Hollywood
niche
drag,
to West
but
Hollywood,
there we go.
exactly. So one of my niche girls was there is is a cruise ship full of gay men traveling to Turkey that were just stopped at port and not allowed to bank. And Patty Lupone
was on the ship.
Is performing on the ship,
Yes.
and so she posted a tweet that went, or an Instagram that went viral, where she said, "I am furious, but I am sailing."
So Patty.
And so now I think it's
She's probably living. She's on a boat with the gays. She's
absolutely. She said something like, "For all these well-heeled gay men." Like I was like, well-heeled. I don't know if they are well-heeled, but like they deserve to spend their money in Turkey. Also, who is employing all the Turkey people to redo their hairlines, you know?
Exactly.
Right.
Like, who do they think is going to like Turkey to get that?
Straight men are
done?
doing it too.
Oh.
They just don't talk about it as much. They try to hide it.
Sure, but I have to imagine the dual income, no kids are flying to Turkey and
his and her
getting their hair
transplants.
Exactly, his and his hair transplants. For our 50th anniversary, we're gonna get hair transplants.
Yes, vacation in Turkey.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
another one of my niche girls was the Fab Five fallout. From
Five.
Queer Eye.
Oh.
Queer Eye
Is
of
that
the
still
Straight
going
Guy.
on?
No, it's ended.
Okay.
It's long ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now they're all coming forward to be like, I was bullied on the show.
Well,
I was bullied on the show. They're all like,
They're
of them
all
are
bullied by each other?
By
or-
each other. They're all coming forward with this
gay
like
men bully each other.
toxic
Shock.
drama. And I'm like, oh my God, they hated each other.
Well, didn't one's mom like overhear the rest of them talking shit about?
Yes,
That's where it all started, right?
Karamo's mom.
Karamo was the first one to kind of peace out.
Yes, Karamo didn't show up for a lot of the press for the final season because he was like, y'all are toxic as fuck. I'm not dealing with that. Which also I get Dr. Phil vibes from Karamo as well. So
Really? So
I don't
attention
really
to
like, and he's dating Jussie Smollett now. So I'm like,
Oh, that's who that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw a picture.
yeah,
interesting.
I know. I
Okay,
think they're
okay.
gonna they're either perfect for each other, or I think they're gonna have the same fallout that Chris Appleton and Lucas Gage had. Do you remember them? Where
Lucas
they wouldn't-
Gage is from White Lotus?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a couple, and Chris Appleton was like the hairstylist for the Kardashians or something.
Oh, okay.
They would not shut up about this damn breakup with each other, and it was like they wrote books. They were. It was like a year-long relationship, but we heard about it for like 5 years after the
God.
fact.
Isn't that so true with gay men though? Like when gay men break up, you do personally hear about it for the next year. In their stories, you see it still. You're like, girl, that was 8 months ago. You still going on about that?
The Instagram stories, absolutely.
If you give them a little fame, they're gonna write a book.
They're gonna write a book.
Baby.
Listen, well, and I actually do think for a lot of them, now that they are not making the show, they are looking for that way to still be culturally relevant.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I do think that there is a certain addiction that is formed when you are a performer, when you are a star, when you do have any sort of platform.
Yeah.
That when that goes away, there's there really is a desperation to get it back. Like we kind of were talking about with Madonna earlier. Like, you know, how, so I hope all of them are able to at one point return back to their pockets the way that Madonna has.
We're also in the tell your story era where like things that happened in the early 2000s, everybody's like coming out with their stories.
The Tyra Banks of it all.
The Tyra Banks of it all, honey.
Oh my God. Which, by the way, I think it's so crazy that she is now suing
them.
Netflix.
Wait.
To be like, you edited me poorly. And it's like, that's literally what you did.
Do you not? Anyway, like,
she's not connecting the dots.
She's not seeing
Has she ever? I love Tyra Banks, but has she ever been connecting the dots?
That's why she's a queer icon.
Yeah, that's why
we love our cuckoo banana pants queer icons, and she is definitely one of them.
I love a batshit crazy woman.
Would you try the warm ice cream? Is it or hot ice cream?
Yes.
I still haven't tried it.
I don't know what the hell it is, but I
would.
want some. So just to know what it is.
Just to know
what she woke up in a fever dream one day and had to create.
Exactly.
I need to know.
We need to know. And inquiring minds want to know.
Fly me to Australia so I can taste it.
That part.
Please.
So now we're going to get to our it girls who got away. This is somebody who the culture slept on, who needs to get her flowers. And so we're going to ride for this girl for a minute. Let's see if my phone will open.
Yeah. Do you want me to do it?
If you need it.
Do you have
got
a phone
Muppet
too?
hands right now.
I know, I've got Muppet
gloves.
hands. Okay. Yeah, do you mind holding
it?
and just hold up a timer for 1 minute for me? Perfect. How's my eye, by the way? My right eye waters, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a new discovery. Drag is a constant journey.
Yeah, I think it's contagious too, because now my eye's watering too.
Okay, it's contagious. Oh,
yeah. So we're in this together. No, it's okay. I did it in solidarity.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. Okay, so hold it up, and then also just let me know 30 seconds, 15 seconds if you can. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I hope I'm ready.
You better be. Ready? Go.
My It Girl Who Got Away is the album or the group Girl Talk. It was a group in the early or in 2000 around 2008. It was one of the early DJs who did mashups of songs to different instruments. It sort of revolutionized the industry because a lot of the industry did not know what to do with who receives this payment from all of the streaming. Like streaming was also kind of new, and so they weren't really sure what to do. It was a lot of 90s R&B hip hop that they mashed together with like the beats of like pop songs and that sort of thing. And it was like a full, like sort of like Confessions 2. It was a full length where it just one song flowed seamlessly into another for an entire hour. It was so good. It always hyped me up. It always had like good energy.
10 seconds.
But it also revolutionized the way we sort of like thought. I know that there were DJs probably mashing things up beforehand. I know that they didn't invent mashups. But in terms of having it as a full hour that you could stream it, it was so good.
No, that sounds fierce.
Time.
What was it called? Girls Talk.
Girl Talk.
Girl Talk.
Girl Talk. And I was curious why they chose the name Girl Talk because it had nothing to do with it wasn't like girly music or anything. No. I mean, they would have like Khaleesi's Milkshake as like one of the they would use the music for that underneath something like more masculine. And it had a great sort of like mashup. So I wonder if that was sort of behind the idea of Girl Talk, but I'm not really sure.
I love a mashup.
Yeah.
I do too.
It was so good. So check it out. The albums are Night Ripper and Feed the Animals, which were the sort of really, really popular ones in 2008.
All right.
Okay, so who wants to go next?
Do you want to go next?
So I'll go next. Mine's a little pointed.
Yours is pointed.
I love it.
Yeah,
okay, work. Okay, I got mine to work, Annie. So
you want to take over?
Okay, so I'll hold it here so Blaque Tea can see. Okay, so Blaque Tea, this is your It Girl Who Got Away, and go.
So mine is putting your events as your pinned thing on your Instagram page.
Oh.
So often recently I've been trying to go to events, especially drag shows. Yeah. The flyers already suck. We see you with your AI flyers.
Oh.
Put the time and the address of the event. I might be out of town. I don't know where you are. Put your address on there. And put your events that are happening in the week. The next 3 should be your top tagged. Like 1, 2, 3, how it does on the top of Instagram.
Yes.
I was looking for who's playing Drag Race this weekend just so I can watch it. I often go to Bullet, but they didn't have anything on there. I was like, are you showing it? Because they often show it, but they don't. It's like, and they always yell at drag queens and performers to like market.
Right.
But then I look on the page and I'm like, where is this event that was like posted 2 weeks ago? Tag it in the top 3 or pin it, whatever it's called. You can put it right there. And then I don't have to struggle to come to your events because I want to go so bad. I just don't know how to get there. And it's your job to help me get there. So
absolutely. And that's time.
Can I just reiterate that, especially for new people who are promoting like new shows? It is so important to just have the basic information on there, not in the caption underneath, on the poster.
On the poster.
What time it starts, who's in it, if there's a cover.
Yes.
The basics. Don't make people search for it either. Make it clear.
No, I'm not going to search. I'm just going to go somewhere else. I promise you. And that's what everyone else is thinking.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for speaking on that.
Of course.
Annie, are you ready for your It Girl Who Got Away?
I am ready.
Awesome. Annie Biotixx, this is your It Girl Who Got Away, and go.
All right, friends, we are going to wake it up for a character actress that got away. We are talking Alanna Ubach. Do you know who she is?
No.
If you don't, I'm sure you do. She has over 230 credits on IMDb.
Wow.
She is, anytime she pops up on my screen, I am so obsessed with her. She's my favorite person in everything she's in.
Okay.
I first fell in love with her in a Very Brady sequel. She was the lesbian lover to Marsha Brady.
Oh my God.
More recently, she was in Hacks as the like manager of Madison Square Garden, that Deborah Vance.
Now I know who
she was in Euphoria. She was one of the cheerleaders in Legally Blonde.
Wow.
She works all the time, and I want her to have her own show. She needs a starring vehicle because she has been doing it for literal decades.
Yeah.
And she is in so many things. So wake it up for Alanna Ubach.
Yeah.
Book her in her own series, please.
Yeah. Fuck Tilly Norwood.
There we go.
And that's time.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I love that.
Amazing.
Yes,
I know these
character
actresses are really like such an interesting breed because it's like they transform.
I consider myself a character actress.
Yeah, you do.
I love to do because you can do anything.
Shout out to Queen Out Verb.
Hello.
It was great. I watched
Thank you,
it.
my
Yes.
2-woman show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With Lorelai. That went to
Yes.
Australia.
It did go to
It did
Australia.
That's
go to
right.
Australia.
Yeah, being that good of a character actress is tough because your brand is not clear.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
for stupid audiences, like in America, we can't grasp onto like, oh, you're Reese Witherspoon. You know,
Right.
Reese Witherspoon is someone who is going to be some version of Reese Witherspoon
Exactly.
in every single movie
Mhm.
or a TV show. Whereas like a character actress, you're so impressive, you're so good, but then like
That's the point.
that's the
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, character actresses in general.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, they love to give the same people sort of the same main things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's nice to give some of the people who've been in the background. You've seen them.
Yeah.
Give them their own thing.
Give them their own thing.
Yeah, she
Well,
did so
I
good.
hope both of you get your own things. Where can we find you, either online or in the streets?
You can find me online, BlaqueTea.
That's right.
Get into it.
On the streets, probably at Precinct, having a margarita. You know,
Yes.
working at a Woon is my job in Pasadena. Shout out to
Okay.
Woon
Oh, hey.
in Pasadena. I'm a lead prep cook there, so I love them, and it's great food.
I
So
love it.
if you want to eat
Ooh,
food that
I'm
I
gonna
prepared, go
check
to Woon.
that out. Is it-
WOON.
Perfect.
Chinese food.
Okay.
It's
Very good. I've had it.
Amazing.
Oh,
You've
you
had
have
it?
it?
Yes. Not at
So
your
good.
location. There's one near
I
me.
prep
on
for
the
both
east side.
locations, so if you've had either, you've had my food.
There we go.
Work.
I recommend.
Yes.
And Annie, what about you?
You can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Antibiotics, 2 X's. I pop up all over town. I'm at the Abbey usually once or twice a month. I'm at Precinct all the time. I have some fun things in the works, maybe some pageants coming your way.
Oh,
Some national
pageants.
pageants that I may or may not be hosting in West Hollywood or
Wow.
LA.
Oh
so
my
stay tuned for
gosh,
that.
okay.
That's what I was asking you about
Okay,
earlier. So
well-
that's a little tease.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll leave it to you, girl.
I'm not
You
gonna
s-
say
you say
that-
what you want.
Yes.
You
So
say what you want on the pod.
Stay tuned. There are very exciting things coming.
I love it.
I will keep you all posted.
I love it. Well, let me know in the comments. Did I ask the hard-hitting questions that you wanted answered? Are there any other questions we need answered from these two? And of course, let us know, is there anyone that we missed from the conversation? Because as we all know, when you're an it girl, conversation is currency. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Yay!
Yes!
We did it! We did it!